Hey everyone, welcome to group break number 194. Today we have a nice 2020-2021 basketball mixer with some contenders, some Prism, and some select. So 3 blasters each of select and contenders, 2 blasters of Prism, and 2 retail of Prism. We'll go from contenders blasters to Prism blasters to select blasters, and finishing off on the Prism retail is kind of the order of the break. So we'll get into the team random shortly. Just as a note, there are still spots left in the hockey mixer, which you can kind of see on the right here. It's Retail Series 1, Hobby Extended, Hobby Series 2 from this year, half case of Chronology from last year, and half case of Artifacts from this year. So just fun little break. Lots of like different hit potentials in there, so from vets to rookies. But yeah, without further ado, let's get underway into the team randoms here. So 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. Let me get the name list back up. That would help. There we go. All right. And again, I think I got all of the name requests here. So again, if you ever want a different display name, please leave it in the break notes. I will do my best to make sure I pick them up. So yeah, especially again, if it's like your first, second, third break with us, I will make sure to double check that. And again, but yeah, and again, if I mispronounce your name or anything like that, please let me know. I want to make sure that I'm getting it correct. So here we go. 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Random.org would help us. Just necessary on that. There we go. 3 times. Once. Twice. And 3rd time. Here we go. 3 times. Ethan on the bottom. Robert on the top. Teams 3 times. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Again, let's have some fun. Again, I love select. Select the base. Just the blue is just, oh, it's so nice. 3 times. Once, twice, and 3rd time. Milwaukee on top. Cleveland on the bottom. Here we go. And good luck. Let's have some fun. Let's get some cool stuff. Robert, you got the Bucks. Michael with the Nets. Chris with the Grizzlies. Andrew with the Pistons. Ron with the Wizards. Jordan, you got the Clippers. Lucas with the Knicks. Angela with the Heat. Gabriel, you got the Pelicans. Oliver with the Hornets. Raj with the Rockets. Marco with the Mavericks. Jackie Fur with the Celtics. You with the Warriors. Daryl with the Suns. James, you've got Portland. Marco with the Magic. Jordan with the Kings, Jason with the Lakers, James with the Hawks, Andrew with the Nuggets, Ethan with the Thunder, Vladislav with the Bulls, Jordan with the Jazz, that's Jordan Baxter, Lucas, you've got the Spurs, Oliver with the 76ers, you with the Raptors, Paul with the T-Wolves, Michael with the Pacers, and Ethan with the Cavs. There are your teams. I will get them into the team viewer here in a split second. Again, couple kind of like things that I'll be working on over the next little bit are trying to make the team viewer alphabetical as opposed to by team alphabet, just because it's easier to find your name that way, but or just having both at least as an option. So I know a couple people have asked about that, and I think that's a very fair thing. Let me just double check. Pistons are there, and then it was the Nuggets are there. Hawks are there. Perfect. Oh. All right. So yeah, we'll start off with contenders. Again, as a reminder, the base from contenders doesn't ship. Every hit and insert will from that product, so like typical product, and the base just isn't quite the same value level as select or Prism, like especially Prism, and like Mosaic from last year was nuts as well. So, but yeah, I mean, it should be fun. We did really well on our blasters last week of contenders. I think we hit autos in them in both. Yeah, we hit 2 autos in our blasters, and then the one in one of the big packs or the fat pack boxes. So should be fun. And any questions, let me know. We will still be, I think we'll still be top loading and sleeving all the rookies from Prism right now. So, yeah. I don't see anything on the trade front, so let's get started. We'll start off with Contenders, get through those 3 blasters, hopefully hit some autos. Let's get the stands out. Hopefully it's a... I mean, yesterday's Series 2 break was fine. But for hockey, I would like to see, you know, a little bit more of a special break today. There we go. So box 1, Contenders basketball. Here we go. And like I said, good luck everyone. Let's have some fun. Let's get some cool pulls. And yeah, I just really want to see some cool stuff. Here we go. All right, base, 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 and base. It looks like just the Game Night Red of Mitchell for the Jazz. Pack feels a little bit on the thicker side. I think we got our relic in here, so base, 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 rookie ticket relic of Trey Jones for the Spurs. These look really clean, actually. I wasn't sure how they look compared to the autos, but pretty clean. The swatch is kind of nice, and draft class of Josh Green for the Mavericks, so pretty nice. Again, not numbered, but just they look clean. And that's really like, I mean, that's Contenders vibe, right? Is it's just clean looking cards. So, red of Lowry for the Raptors and Booker for the Suns. This is all base. Yep. Red international ticket of Rui for the Wizards. They really like these upside down. Red of Porzingis for the Mavericks and Rubio for the T-Wolves on the international ticket. So the international tickets, we're going by the jersey that they're in on it, just because it's the most obvious one. For the product, I think that especially because it makes a lot of them mention it on the back too, the team name. So for Prism, USA basketball stuff goes to either current team or other things, because they're pictured in USA stuff and there's no mention of any other team. So here we go, blaster number 2. Red of Siakam for the Raptors and Markkanen for the Bulls on the international ticket. Jean Morant on the Game Night for the Grizzlies. This feels like another relic box here. Yep, that looks like a relic. Nice. Hampton for the Nuggets on the rookie ticket jersey. Honestly, not bad. Dragic for the Heat. Not bad at all. Let's get some... One of the better rookies, so we'll show it off for now. You know, it's not the biggest hit by any stretch, but it's better than... I think it's better than Trey Jones, so by a decent margin. Next pack, we've got red of Jamal Murray for the Nuggets and Kira Lewis Jr. for the Pelicans on the draft class. Just straight up base with an international ticket of Embiid for the 76ers. All right. Gonna make sure that I'm not missing anything, but like I always double check the base afterwards just to make sure, but I don't think I was because everything is season ticket and it's normally the last 2 or 1 card. So here we go. Next Blaster. Yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good day. It's been an interesting one for me, so almost saw a fight in a parking lot, which is always fun. Alright, it's always been this pack that's been the hit, right? So, is it this pack or this pack? I don't know, it was one of those two, but that one didn't feel like a jersey to me, so maybe we have an auto. Red of Thompson for Golden State and Naismith for the Celtics on the draft class. I really wish they worked on getting their base the same way. Red of Markkanen for the Bulls and Game Night of Harden for the Nets. Red draft class of LaMelo for the Hornets. Not horrible. Not horrible. I mean, if you're going to hit a draft class, you want it to be LaMelo. It is in here. Our hit is in here, so I missed it by 1. It didn't feel that much thicker, but Ramsey for the Kings on the rookie ticket jersey. The purple swatch is definitely a lot nicer than the white swatch, and Gobert for the Jazz. There we go. And rounding off contenders is international ticket for the Nets of Petrovic. So that is Contenders. Here, we'll downsize it a little bit here. Now it's Prism. So we'll do Prism Blasters, and then we'll do the Select Blasters. Again, I just feel like the Select Blasters, you have slightly higher, like, just slightly higher hit potential, like more consistent high-end hit potential, I guess would be the right way to say it, than Prism. Yes, you can hit like a numbered rookie out of Prism Blasters, but and that would be the ultimate hit. It's just those are very few and far between. So it's technically a LaMelo auto would be pretty sick, but yeah. All right, Porter Jr. for the Nuggets, Harden for the Rockets, Green of Irving for the Nets, and Levine for the Bulls. Lopez for the Bucks, Melo for Portland, PJ Washington Jr. on the sophomore stars for the Hornets. That's the first time I think we've pulled that. And Anunoby for the Raptors. It's funny, like, you know, I've seen so many, like, we've opened up enough boxes that you figured we'd seen most of that set, but I think that's the first time we've got a PJ Washington sophomore stars. Bogdanovich for the Jazz, Zubek for the Clippers, Purple Wave of Chris Paul for the Thunder, and Richards for the Hornets. Yeah, we'll just continue sleeving the rookies as we go along here. Oop, that is a thick sleeve. There we go. Yeah, we're in the Hornet lot here. Monk for the Hornets, Irving for the Nets, dominance of LeBron for the Lakers, and Riller for the Hornets. I think it's the first time we've pulled LeBron in this subset. Riller for the Hornets. Dellavedova for the Cavs, Rivers for the Rockets, Caleb Martin for the Hornets on the silver, and Colbert for the T-Wolves. Silvers we're not insta-sleeving anymore. Harrell for the Clippers, Blake Griffin for the Pistons, on the sensational jersey. Pokisevsky for the Thunder on the emergent. I can't tell if the corner's a little soft on that or if it's just the weird lighting or reflection, but and then Woodard for the Kings. A pretty tame blaster. You know, nothing like jumping out being like, yeah, it's a big hit. In fact, it's kind of quiet, I would say. The LeBron insert's like, again, if you're going to hit an insert, LeBron's probably the best one to hit. So, well, is the best one to hit. There we go. Iverson for the 76ers, Markkanen for the Bulls, green rookie of Lewis Jr. for the Pelicans, and Lonzo Ball for the Pelicans. Gallinari for the Thunder, Whiteside for Portland, instant impact of Hayes for the Pistons, and Nnaji for the Nuggets. White for the Bulls, Tybolt for the 76ers, purple wave of Baines for the Suns, and Oubre Jr. for the Suns. Harris for the Nets, Chris for the Warriors, RJ Barrett on the sophomore stars for the Knicks. I don't know if we pulled that one either. Isaac for the Magic. Klay Thompson for Golden State, Hardaway for the Magic, silver of Shaq for the Lakers, and Cole Anthony for the Magic on the rookie. And we have another relic. Duncan for the Spurs, Chris Bosh for the Heat on the jersey. Dominance of Kawhi for the Clippers, and Kerry Jr. for the Hornets on the rookie. I mean, hey, I'll take a Chris Bosh relic. All right, let's move the base out of the way for right now as we move into select. Again, if at any point there's something that I pull that is like a bigger pull that I missed, please let me know. I'm not going to pretend to be the most in tune with basketball. I know like most of the bigger names by now for this rookie crop, but again, if there's like even like a parallel that sells for more or something, please let me know. I just want to make sure we're highlighting all the cool cards. So here we go. Irving for the Nets, Joe for the 76ers on the rookie, Lonzo Ball for the Pelicans on the where are we gonna put these? We'll put these right here. On the silver blue for the Pelicans. That is the that is a 3-card pack. Yeah, that is a 3-card pack. So well, that was weird. We'll sleeve up the blue silvers, right? They are supposed to be 4 cards per pack. So this one probably has like 5 or something. One of them probably has 5. Edwards for the T-Wolves. It's got a print line down the middle. Adams for the Pelicans. Kemba Walker on the court side, I believe, right? Yep. Court side for the Celtics. And Powell for the Trailblazers on the, I forget what they're called. But really like those parallels, so that can go there. Edwards, unfortunately, has that print line down the middle, but still like good rookie. No, this is another 3-card pack here. So Williams for the Hawks, Jamal Murray for the Nuggets, and a silver of D'Angelo Russell for the T-Wolves. This is a weird blaster. Where was it? It was this one. That's that one. So 2130. I'm just gonna keep a note on it because it is weird that we're not getting everything. So if we don't make it up in the final packs, because we should have 2 extra cards essentially. Ooh. Another 3-card pack. Davis for the Lakers. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Thunder. And Okoro on the silver rookie. Yeah, I'll see what can be done. Because we're definitely like it's 4 cards per pack type of thing. So Robinson for the Heat. Azubuike for the Jazz. Garland for the Cavs on the Premier. And Pritchard on the Concourse rookie for the Celtics. So I've honestly haven't seen that in Select yet. We haven't opened much, but have not seen that yet. So Rose for the Knicks, Lewis Jr. for the Pelicans, Kobe White for the Bulls, and the green, white, purple of Drew Holiday for the Bucks. So yeah, I've never seen that before. That is very strange. And if you've got more experience with Select, please let me know. But I feel like that is a bit of an anomaly. So I do, on that note, need this, and probably I know Panini likes to keep the packs, so. Alright. Let me just tuck that to the side here. Yeah, because that seemed weird. Like, very weird. So, I don't know. It definitely seems like we were missing stuff. So, Porzingis for the Mavericks. Zion for the Pelicans. Bay on the courtside. Yeah, courtside rookie for the Mavericks. Nice to hit a courtside rookie. And then Killian Hayes for the Pistons on the Concourse green, white, purple. Burdens for the Wizards. Quickly for the Knicks. Brown for the Celtics on the Premier. And Halliburton on the Concourse silver rookie. Nice one there. That's a good little pack. Feel like that's a solid pull. And quickly, one of the more quickly is one of the bigger names if I remember correctly. So there we go. Levine for the Bulls, Vassell on the Concourse for the Spurs, Porter Jr. on the Premier for the Nuggets, and Robinson for the Heat on the Concourse red, white, orange flash. Ooh, that's a good name on the back. Martin Jr. for the Rockets, Sabonis for the Pacers, Johnson for the Spurs, and rookie selections of LaMelo for the Hornets. Nice LaMelo. I feel like it's an insert set and not super rare, but I could be wrong. Either way, it's LaMelo. Nice looking card. We'll pull it up between blasters here. Hampton for the Magic. Tatum for the Celtics. Naismith for the Celtics on the Premier. And Tillman on the silver rookie for the Grizzlies. This blaster is like significantly better. Both in terms of like hits and like just amount of parallels we're given. So Trae Young for the Hawks. Morant for the Grizzlies. Rubio for the T-Wolves on the Premier. And Lewis Jr. on the red, white, orange. So is that LaMelo? I think that LaMelo is just like a regular base insert, essentially. Yeah, it's just a regular base, like regular insert, but still like still cool, I think. Yeah. Cool. My hunch was correct. That is just based off of other products that we've opened up, so But like it looks really nice, like really nice card design. So here we go. Last blaster here. This one is 96. Winston for the Wizards, Giannis for the Bucks, Williams for the Bulls on the Premier, and Draymond Green on the silver for Golden State. Nice Williams on the level 2. Nnaji for the Nuggets, Westbrook for the Rockets, Hardaway for the Mavericks, and Martin Jr. for the Rockets on the, I believe they're like the red, white, orange flash. I think. Oh, there's so many different parallels and names. It's hard to keep up with them at all the times. Hayes for the Pistons, Bagley for the Kings, Azubuike for the Jazz on the level 2, and Embiid on the numbers for the 76ers. Nurkic for Portland, Robinson for the Knicks, Kobe White for the Bulls on the, it's got like a indent. It's actually got like lots of little like just dents on it. Here, let's see. You got one there. There's another one up there kind of on the court side. And Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers on the other one. Here, we'll put that there as well. Yeah, even like the edges on the Kobe White aren't the best, so. All right, we got Jalen Smith for the Suns, Mitchell for the Jazz, Jackson Jr. for the Grizzlies, and Tatum on the red, white, orange. And the last pack, we got Clark for the Grizzlies, Hachimura for the Wizards, George for the Clippers, and Avdija for the Wizards on the green, white, pink, purple, whatever you want to call that color. So that is select. Again, I'll see what will happen with the blaster there that was kind of like I'm kind of, would like to see a little bit better. Honestly, so here's like it's weird. I think fully losing the rights, I think, is a little bit on the frustrating part for me, from like an experience perspective, because I think out of all the companies, like initial quality control, I'd say Panini is arguably the best. I would say their customer support can be the most difficult at times, but I'd say like initial like quality control just out of pack, they're generally the best of the like main three. But I'm not a big fan of, one company having everything for as long as what Fanatics is going to have it. So Capella for the Hawks, Morant for the Grizzlies, Isaiah Stewart for the Pistons on the Emergent, and Rubio for the Suns. So I think that's a good rookie. That's where most of my frustration with that deal comes in. Dinwiddie for the Nets, Powell for the Raptors, Jalen Smith for the Suns, and LaMelo Ball for the Hornets. But yeah, again, it's kind of, we're kind of going through the same thing in hockey right now where, obviously it's unique times and like still unique times, but I mean, like we've been going a while between hockey releases and it's like showing in the marketplace. So Randall for the Knicks, Morris Sr. for the Clippers, Steph Curry for Golden State on the USA, and Portis for the Knicks. So like, it's one of those just like, yeah, I like the fact that there's new companies coming in, but also like the massive exclusive deals I'm not a fan of. Lamb for the Pacers, Walker for the Spurs, Oturu for the Clippers on the silver, and Ramsey for the Kings. I think my main reasoning behind that too is that, when you have And again, I think this is honestly really showing right now is when you have competition in the product, like those products generally do a little bit like better. But, yeah. Honestly, like the company that makes the most sense, like in terms of like value add for Fanatics to buy, is actually Upper Deck. Bacon for the Hornets, Tatum for the Celtics, Silver of Reddick for the Pelicans, and Carroll for the Rockets. Just because you want those, like, if you can get LeBron and MJ autograph licenses on trading cards, like, officially licensed, that's game over. Warren for the Pacers, Augustine for the Magic, Robinson for the Heat, and Johnson for the T-Wolves. Like, they will be printing money at that point, but yeah. I really wish we saw, like, a little bit more competition there. So, Simmons for Portland, Allen for the Nets. Looks like the bottom is missing just the... This is just a weird one. The bottom's just missing the Prism stuff. Walker for the Celtics on the green. And Williams for the Bulls. And again, we talked about this this one break where sometimes like the little print errors like that in like trading card games like Magic or Pokemon, like that's what you're looking for. Those are like the money cards at times that they're unique like that, right? So it's funny how different the hobbies are. Powell for the Raptors, Mills for the Spurs, Embiid for the 76ers on the Dominants, and Rose for the Pistons. But yeah, I just really hope that, given if you've dealt with Fanatics in terms of like clothing and stuff, you'll understand where I'm coming from with this and that the quality can not be the best at times. Covington for the Rockets, Kleber for the Mavericks, Bledsoe for the Bucks on the silver, and Green for the Mavericks. So that is like honestly probably one of my bigger concerns as well. I just hate the monopolistic side of it. I wish they weren't exclusive deals. I wish other companies could still like be a part of it. DiVincenzo for the Bucks, Snell for the Pistons. Quickly on this is funky. So it is actually like off. The foiling on the stamp is off. Again, if this was like Pokemon something, that'd be insane. But you can see like the just like stamp, the like indent or whatever is off, but it looks really funky. Anyways, quickly on the silver, Instant Impact for the Knicks and Wood for the Pistons. I actually really like that. But yeah, I just hope that everything goes well. We have 5 years. They're putting the person who kind of led their sneaker stuff in charge of it. Milton for the Bucks, Bagley for the Kings, Woodard on the Red Wave for the Kings, and Terry for the Mavericks. I think, given how their sneaker stuff has gone, that is not a bad choice. There's just a lot of questions. I think there's a lot of people that are rightfully nervous about it and have reservations. Brooks for the Grizzlies, Markkanen for the Bulls, Red Wave Smart for the Celtics, McCollum for Portland. Yeah, I think Panini in terms of like polish is probably the best of all the companies right now. Nurkic for Portland, Jokic for the Nuggets, Kemba Walker for the Celtics, Edwards for the T-Wolves. But yeah, I really hope that, long term we stop seeing these massive exclusive deals because they're not the best. Looney for Golden State, Porter Jr. for the Bulls, Kobe White for the Bulls on the sophomore, and Smith for the Suns. I mean, I think as much as everyone criticized Panini during their time in the hockey card market, Bembry for the Hawks, Conley for the Jazz, Bay for the Pistons, and McDaniels for the T-Wolves. One of the biggest criticisms was like, they're bringing in all these different parallels, like, Prism. But, like, if Prism hockey were made today, people would love it type of thing. So, Gobert for the Jazz, Embiid for the 76ers, Silver of McCollum for Portland, and Parker for the Kings. So, it's one of those, like, you either live by this or, die by it type of thing. Russell for the T-Wolves, Reddick for the Pelicans, Silver of Embiid for the 76ers, Halliburton for the Kings. So, yeah. I mean, essentially, like, Allure is essentially Prism hockey, except people don't like Allure because it's a new product. Hunter for the Hawks, Korkmaz for the 76ers, Jones Jr. for the Heat, Bridges for the Hornets. Actually, no, that's unfair. Prism is more like select. It's kind of like select mosaic right now. Next year, it'll be more like select. I guess OPG Platinum's kind of their Prism, but it's like their Donruss Optic. Durant for the Nets, Beasley for the T-Wolves, Avdija for the Wizards on the Emergent, and Ibaka for the Raptors. But yeah, it's one of those things like, you know, I think if we had both Panini and Upper Deck right now, like, we'd at least have, you know, different releases. Payton for the Knicks, Lowry for the Raptors, Durant on the Dominance for the Nets, and mailed on for the Thunder. One thing that I really liked about that is that we actually saw both companies in hockey combine, like we got a pink pulsar here. Mitchell for the Jazz, Ingram for the Pelicans, and Frank for the Knicks, numbered to 42 on the pink pulsar. So super rare pull there. Number 242, numbered 8 of 42. But yeah, I think like long term it'd be nice to see the competition come back. I think 20-year exclusive deals, especially because it's also the autograph licensing. Forbes for the Spurs. Like, that's where my other issue with that is. But because if it wasn't the PA as well, then you could have like off-brand like Panini does with basketball, like Leaf does. Vucevic for the Magic, Garnett for the T-Wolves, Bay for the Pistons, Winston for the Wizards. So I would love to see. I'd actually love to see Leaf get an official license one day. Gordon for the Rockets, Jordan for the Nets, Kaminsky for the Suns, and Hero for the Heat. Just because like the quality of their products, they can be higher because of, you know, lower costs because they don't have to pay for the license. But I'd like to see what they could do with an actual license because I think you'd get a lot of unique cards there. Bogdanovich for the Kings, Lillard for Portland, LaMelo on the Instant Impact for the Hornets, and Mannion for the Warriors. I think that's the first time that we pulled the LaMelo Instant. So I'm like, there's part of me that's excited for the Fnatic stuff because when you have all three big sports, we might actually get like officially licensed multi-sport stuff, which I think would be really cool. I think Panini could have done that, but I don't know what their like deals were. And I don't know how the other leagues would feel about it or if they could do it, but I'd love to see more like multi-sport products as well. So that's where like I'm most excited for. Again, I think what you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of people kind of have a big... There's going to be like a massive kind of, I wouldn't say product dump, but like you're going to see just more people, like you're going to see kind of like anthology type stuff, like what happened when Panini left hockey. Like they're going to dump all their autograph collection stuff out, and it'll be an interesting final year for all the companies. So Vucevic for the Magic, Jokic for the Nuggets, Azubuike for the Jazz, Winston for the Wizards. So we didn't get an auto in that box, did we? And we didn't get points. Yep. I just realized that. So, yeah, I will, let me go grab the box. This one, I believe it was 16. All right, well, that's two things to contact me about. So I don't know what the resolution will be on that. It might take a while, but sorry, I just got to grab all the pack wrappers out as well because they generally will need those for claims sometimes. So let me pull those all back out. Where's the envelope? Here we go. All right. I will try and deal with that, and hopefully we can get something out of it. 'Cause, you know, not getting either points or an auto is a little bit on the frustrating side of things, you know. So there we got we got our bags of packs and missing stuff envelope here. Gordon for the Rockets, Porter Jr. for the Bulls, Naismith for the Celtics, Hero for the Heat. That's just so weird. Both of them were in the same break. Like, it's not even like they were different breaks. It's the same break for those two boxes for that to happen. It's a little strange. Bogdanovich for the Kings, Conley for the Jazz, Durant for the Nets on the USA, Mannion for the Warriors. Yeah, and it's not like I missed an auto because we would have definitely seen it and went through every single card. And we weren't missing a card. It's just... Oh, maybe does a pink replace an auto? I don't think so, because whenever we've pulled a pink, we've pulled pinks in the past and we still had our autos. Brook for the Grizzly, Embiid for the 76ers, Sexton for the Cavs, McCollum for Portland. But I'll ask and see if we can figure out. Fox for the Kings, Redick for the Pelicans, Silver of Hernan Gomez for the T-Wolves, and Oturu for the Clippers. Jones Jr. for the Heat, Korkmaz for the 76ers, Ellaby on the Red Wave for the Trailblazers, and Drummond for the Cavs. I swear we've hit Ellaby the most out of all of rookies in parallels. Smart for the Celtics, Beasley for the T-Wolves, Tatum for the Celtics on the Dominance, and Pokusevski for the Thunder on the rookie. Alright, next up, we have another pink. Lamb for the Pacers, Grant for the Nuggets, Harris for the 76ers, number 242. So, I mean, like, and Ramsey for the Kings. So, like, second to 42 in two retail boxes, which is kind of crazy. This has been a weird break. The Hampton can kind of hide. Because, again, numbered 29 of 42. It's always cool to highlight the really tough to pull cards, and I think the Hampton is a little bit less common than the pinks. So, well, but I know. Ooh, no, we have our auto still, so Bacon for the Hornets, and I know he's a redemption, but still, Riller for the Hornets on the penmanship rookie auto, and for the Hornets. There we go. Steph for Golden State and Carroll for the Rockets. So yeah, I'll definitely like contact and see if we can get anything out of it for you. But Warren for the Pacers, Zion for the Pelicans. I'll put that there. Lamb for the Pacers on the silver, and Johnson for the T-Wolves. Payton for the Knicks, Schrader for the Thunder. Silver, again, same thing as the other silver. Azubuike for the Jazz. Everything's tilted up on the imprint. Mailed on for the Thunder. And I think that's a mailed on behind it too. I don't know. This has been a weird break. It's been a weird break. Mitchell for the Jazz, Bamba for the Magic, Monk for the Hornets, and Forbes for the Spurs. Mills for the Spurs, Satoransky for the Bulls, Harden for the Rockets, and Rose for the Pistons. Covington for the Rockets, Jackson Jr. for the Grizzlies, Hachimura for the Wizards, and Green for the Mavericks. This has just been a bizarre break. And it's been some good stuff. It's just been weird. DiVincenzo for the Bucks, Matthews for the Bucks, Pokusevski for the Thunder, and Wood for the Pistons. Middleton for the Bucks, Adams for the Thunder, silver rookie of Naismith for the Celtics, and Terry for the Mavericks. Got a little bit of a, there we go. It's gone now. Next pack. Capella for the Hawks, Favors for the Pelicans, Silver Prince for the Nets, and Rubio for the Suns. Well, that's a good rookie again. LaMelo showing up, Dinwiddie for the Nets, Mudia for the Jazz, Adams for the Thunder, and another LaMelo for the Hornets. So Hornets having a good break. 2 base LaMelos, you take that. Randall for the Knicks, Dunn for the Bulls, Bane for the Grizzlies on the Merchant, and Portis for the Knicks. 5 packs to go, I think. Ilyasova for the Bucks, Allen for the Nets, Steph for Golden State, and Gasol for the Raptors. Powell for the Mavericks, Kleber for the Mavericks, Wiseman for Golden State on the Merchant, and Westbrook for the Rockets. 3 left. Melton for the Grizzlies, Snell for the Pistons, Silver of Bacon for the Hornets, and Avdija for the Wizards. Zeller for the Hornets, Bagley for the Kings, Hayes for the Pistons, and Giles III for the Kings. And last pack features Caruso for the Lakers, Powell for the Raptors, Red Wave of Dunn for the Bulls, and Martin for the Hornets. So that is 194 again. We'll see what happens with the auto and the just missing cards in select. A little bit of a strange break, but I mean, 2 pinks out of 42, not bad. 2 LaMelo rookies, not bad. The Quickly's kind of, the silver like instant impact is kind of wild. So not the best, not the worst, kind of just some cool stuff, some weird stuff. Yeah. Anyways, that is 194. So spots left in hockey. We will check how many left after this, but thanks for tuning in for basketball.